Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. City creation. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is future creation. So that person basically which is going there, that person is a third world war data basically. That person basically which is going there, he is going. He is a missile basically. He is a missile, and these all are the place basically where it's going to attack. So one of the person told that basically this basically the third world war basically that person who is going, that person basically which is going missile. So that basically is the data of human clone basically. One of the person asked the question, human clone basically, and human clone basically are created by IBM, Microsoft, then basically Capgemini also creates, then basically the HP also creates, Dell also creates, Compaq also creates, TCS also creates, Reliance also creates, IOC also creates, IPCL also creates, Ames Oxygen also, Ames Oxygen also creates, ONGC the biggest basically manufacturer of the biggest manufacturer of the clone basically. Then basically others groups of outside India. So this group basically creates the clone, because you can't create the human basically. You can't say that basically this human basically which is going basically, that is the third world war data basically. Lots of people say that basically human, the person basically which is going basically, उसको ही थर्ड वर्ल्ड वॉर का डेटा बना देते हैं. Whenever basically is going to take birth, before that only basically they decides basically that person basically which is going basically, he is a third world war data basically. That doctors basically decides basically. So mostly human clones, but here basically human also basically comes basically. So just see basically up to what level things basically are connected. So third world war basically, if data has created, the person basically is going to create the group basically who are into the human earth planet creation basically. They have created the third world war person, that means third world will 100% happen basically, if they have created. So this all basically, who basically knows? That basically the software industry basically. Software industry means this group basically. Human clone or basically the humans. If it's a human basically, then basically it's a satellite. Satellites. If it's a human basically. If it's a human clone, then basically these groups handles. So you can just imagine, it's very tough basically to handle the one. To handle one software company only basically, how it's tough basically. Lots of people say that यार एक CRM प्रोजेक्ट बना दिया मैंने, बस उस पर मैं चल रहा हूँ सब. One CRM project I have created, my company is basically running on that only basically. But if you will go in depth basically, then basically you will know that basically how tough basically it's to handle the CRM software basically. How tough basically it's to handle the CRM software. Reason basically behind is the person who are using the softwares, the data basically which is entered of that particular persons, that is going to generate the human, that is going to generate the energy basically into the environment basically of that particular server basically, in that particular server basically. For example, you are using Dell or if you are using Compaq basically, then basically it is going to generate into the server basically. It is going to generate the data into the server basically. So you can just imagine basically the things basically. And in previous video basically we have discussed this everything basically. That is one thing. Just a minute, I will just tell basically. That is this thing. This basically we have already discussed. but this is very dangerous basically. To handle Mumbai city basically, it's very tough basically. And Mumbai city have the power of Bombay Stock Exchange basically. That is 12 lakh crore basically is there. 12 lakh crore dollar basically. And one missile basically cost how much? This much. So one of the person told that basically if one person basically is not getting the money basically, that means Mumbai city is basically responsible. But one of the person told that basically how you can say that Mumbai city is responsible? Because money equal to what basically? Money equal to what? This 22 blood group basically. 22 blood group is a money basically. So 22 blood group basically are handled by the Mumbai city basically. And the Mumbai construction group and the medical industry basically, that is this group, these groups, and these groups, and this group basically handles everything basically. So one of the person told that yes basically that basically 100%. So if you are not getting money basically, then basically it connecting to up to what level basically you see basically. If you are not getting money basically in one of the industry basically, that means it's connecting to the this level basically, that is this basically. That means the person basically who is basically into the blood group basically, who are in 22 blood group basically 100% basically might be having the software data. Each blood group basically are connected with the software companies basically. You can just imagine. Each blood group basically are connected with the individual software companies basically. For example, one blood group, A blood group, B blood group, C blood group, like this each and every blood groups basically are connected with set of software companies basically. If this group basically say that basically he is not supposed to get job in the software industry, then they will die. The entire software company will die basically. But they will not give the job basically. Why? Because this group has told that basically that he is not supposed to get the job. That means he is not going to get the job basically. Because this group has told that basically. And if he want to get the job into the software company basically, then basically one of the person told that, one of the satellite person told that basically, that I need to think basically, what should basically, you should do basically to get the job in the software company basically. That basically we will, that satellite person told that basically that I will let you know basically what actually you have to do basically. One of the this question basically asked, this question basically was passed in the satellite basically. So few people told that basically do one thing, exit that particular person basically from the India land basically and shift to another country basically. Then basically one of the person told that basically his passport number, his mobile number, his each and every resume basically are banned by the legal department. Then because each and for example 200 crore people basically are there in India basically. So 200 crore people basically are resume, passport, everything basically is banned only basically. By default they do the banning basically. By default basically they do the ban basically of the resume and passport only basically. So each and everything basically are connected with the legal department basically. So this is one thing. Then one of the person told that basically either they will release that particular person's resume, biodata and mobile number. That is basically okay. That is peace side basically. Otherwise basically the another side is basically exit that particular person basically from the India land to satellite basically and then finish the India land only basically. This was war basically. This was one of the person who basically are into the war side of the satellite basically. He also basically given one idea basically. And one person given the idea that legally basically exit him basically from India basically. And third person told that basically peacefully ask the people basically, are the software companies basically or this blood group basically, give him the job basically. So in next video basically we are going to see that only.